some trauma.
For her, yeah.
For
me,
you.
I was like, woohoo! He knows who I am.
But like wiping your dad's ass is like a young person.
Yeah.
I look back at it now, and it was honestly, it's an honor.
Right.
My dad, was my keeper.
Yeah.
And he took really good care of me as a baby. Why wouldn't I do the same at the end of his life?
100%.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for saying wiping your dad's ass. We should just say taking care of him. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Wiping ass is just about it's pretty accurate.
Do you feel that taking care of your dad prepared you for your relationship with Bobby Lee?
Yeah, 100%.
Did you ever wipe Bobby's ass? Be honest.
I've cleaned his shit. Yeah.
What does that mean?
Because he would like shit on a paper plate in the back of the car in the middle of the 101 freeway. So I'd
I
be
don't
like, "Let me dispose
understand
of
some of the
this."
things I hear.
And then he would shit his pants. I'd be like, "That's okay, babe. Let me just. It's okay. There's no shame. Let's wash it."
Why did he have to shit on a plate in the car? He couldn't hold. He can't hold it.
He has bubble
can't.
guts, Korean bubble guts.
Oh.
Yeah, but that's okay. He still shits himself now, and I would help him through it still.
He's cool with you saying that?
And Jenna has cleaned his shit.
Yeah.
That's like, wait, that's a lot. Listen, I don't know Bobby.
I think we on this podcast we a lot count on the fact that he'll never listen.
Don't worry about it. I mean, what have you cleaned of like maggots?
Yeah, maggots, everything. Also, like, shit, because, like, I don't know how he poos, but, like...
It gets everywhere, right?
Yeah, it's everywhere. Like, just the toilet. And it's, like, so sticky. Like,
Sticky. Thanks, Jules.
So I have to, like...
Really scrub
it. So...
And then when we broke up initially, he was like, "Jules, can you come clean?" And she went over there, and it was like the whole kitchen was like maggots. And she would send me pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah. So jobless. We love you. On that note, Grace, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me, guys. This was great.
Oh my god!
Thank you.
You are so funny.
Oh my
and
God,
so
thank you.
are you still on tour?
Oh, yeah, I am.
And you have a podcast, a solo
do.
podcast,
Yes.
where you interview comedians.
I
Seems
do.
like it's kind of
Yeah,
a vibe.
that's kind of the vibe, yeah.
Yeah.
And you're on the Unwell Network.
I am, yeah.
Oh,
If you guys
Khalyla exposing Bobby Lee, so her having to clean up after him shitting all over the place, and that poor girl Jules having to do it as well. Now, a lot of people always ask, why is Bobby Lee still taking care of and supporting Khalyla? And I've always said, and I'm going to say it again, this was just a little funny, I clean up Bobby Lee shit I have in the past, and I still will going forward. Just a funny little Bobby Lee story. But the deep, dark secrets that this woman, Khalyla, knows about Bobby Lee, I think is the reason Bobby Lee will always support her going forward. The deep-seated secrets that she has seen, knows of, covered up for, protected. It's almost like, Will Smith and Jada Pinkett. Will Smith will never leave Jada Pinkett because, Jada Pinkett knows all of Will Smith's deep, dark, gay secrets. So that's why Will Smith just lets Jada do whatever she wants and doesn't really say anything about it. Sort of that situation happening with Bobby and Khalyla, to where she cheats on him, they break up, she meets a new guy, has a baby with the new guy, and he's still like supporting her and has her on his podcast and funds her podcast, and she still sees him and they actually still hang out. And like you even said, the entity was at my house talking about her man and her baby. So like the amount of secrets that Khalyla knows about Bobby Lee, it's shocking and horrifying. Now, to her credit, though, she has always defended Bobby, especially when, the classic story of the underage prostitute Tijuana story has always come up. She defended Bobby, but I'm just saying, like, Bobby was always the one with the power and the fame and the money. And whatever he did, she saw and defended. Now, could she be defending herself to some degree? Was she part of any of this? Perhaps, maybe. But she knows the deep, dark secrets of Bobby Lee, which is probably a lot. I mean, I know people look at Bobby as the funny, crazy Tigerbelly guy, but I remember Bill Burr telling a story about how, like, he was just some comic in, like, the mid-'90s, and then Bobby Lee came into one of the comedy clubs, and it was like, whoa, look out, there's Bobby Lee. Like, the big shot Bobby Lee, because you got to remember at the time, especially in the 90s, Bobby Lee was on a network television show. I mean, yeah, it was Mad TV, but that was still a big deal, especially back then, and he's been in movies, and, like, Bobby Lee, all things considered, is an extremely successful comedian. Movies, television, music videos, like, he's sort of like a go-to. I mean, I know he's complained about, Ken Jeong kind of taking his spot and stuff like that, but Bobby Lee is still like a go-to guy. Like, hey, we need a funny Asian to do something in a movie. Go get Bobby Lee. And so he's had fame and success for a long time. And Khalyla's been around for a lot of that fame and success. So just the stuff she's seen, the secret she knows, like Bobby, he might like to get pegged or something, or I don't know. And you, as much as we all hate Khalyla, we've never seen, 3:30 in the morning, Bobby Lee is high out of his mind on God knows what. He's running around with shit on his ass, covered all up down to his ankles, and she has to clean it up and certain stuff like that. There is some degree to that, and to which, like, as much as people don't like Khalyla, you do have to, like, be like, wow, her having to deal with some stuff that was probably crazy, and that dude at like 3:30 in the morning, she probably had to, like, get rid of dead hookers maybe or something. Not that extreme, but I'm just saying, like, people always have been to me like, why does Bobby put up with this? Why does he keep this person around? And I've just always been on that tip of, she knows a lot of deep, dark secrets of Bobby Lee. And she might have the ultimate secret. She might have something to do with that fighter in the kid subreddit. I doubt it, but that might be the biggest, deepest secret, and that's why he keeps her around. But I don't know, but let me know your thoughts in the comments. And by the way, is that girl Jules like the new Khalyla? What's going on there? I don't know, but let me know your thoughts in the comments.